everybody. 8th graders, we're here on a long break. Hope you're enjoying it. And as I promised, I'm here. We're going to do videos. It may be every day. It may be every other day, just depending on what's going on. Dr. Myhan said that they may be implementing what's called an instructional plan. So this may not be taking place. There may be something else. But if there is something else, I will come at you tomorrow with a YouTube video and tell you the action as well what we're doing. A lot of you, we weren't able to do Google Classroom because a lot of you did not have your passwords. And I apologize, I did not know that. I just assumed everyone had their passwords, so there was a lot of problems with that. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be giving you guys some problems, and then I'm going to give you 2 or 3 exit ticket problems. You're going to then email me, take a picture of it, and just email me your answers. Again, we're not going to do a lot. We're just going to keep your mind going fresh on it. Nothing like a board brain, nothing like assignments. This is just going to be just keeping your brain up to date. And if you have problems or questions, email me and I promise I'll answer you right away. By the end of the video, I'll give you our email, my school email. You can find it on the Bledsoe website as well, but I'll give it to you as well. So here we go. Today, what we're going to talk about is when we left everybody, we were on exponents, the rules of exponents. And I know you don't have your cheat sheets at home. So today, all I'm going to be doing is going over the cheat sheet information for the exponents. And I've got my board, and you guys are going to please write these down so you can have your cheat sheets with you. I have my cheat sheets here, and I'll be copying them down the board for you. There will be no assignments today, but I just need you to write these exponent rules down because tomorrow we're going to go back into the exponent rules and we're going to look at them and use them in bigger problems. Again, the exponent rules is what we left off, and these are going to go on into our next step ladder. Everything we're going to be doing is just going to be continuing. Not a lot of new stuff, but some stuff that you need to know because I don't want you going to high school and them saying, who was your 8th grade teacher? No, what you're going to say is Corona. That's all you're going to say is Corona. So if we can watch my board, and we're going to get started on some exponent rules, and then tomorrow we're going to go in from there. Here we go. The first rule that we're going to go in, we're going to keep these numbers as numbers and not actual variables. So the first thing we're going to look at is if we have 2 to the 2nd power times 2 to the 3rd power. Our rule, remember our rule, when we have the same number, all we're going to do is take these 2 numbers and we're going to add them to get what our actual exponent and base is going to be. And that will be a 2 to the 5th power. All I did was take my 2 and my 3 expo, kept my base, and then I added my expos, which would give me a 5. Remember this rule. This is a very important rule that we're going to be seeing a lot of this week. So guys, remember. Next rule, you're going to see a lot of these this week as well. A 2 to say, let's stay with 2s and 3s. It's easier for my brain to think that. And you know you guys don't want to mess my brain because sometimes I get all confused. So this represents multiplication brackets, and these 2 we're doing outside with multiplication. So simple rule, think parentheses, think multiplication. You've got 2 to the 2nd with the 3 outside. What are we going to do to that? We're going to take our 2, and all you're going to do is multiply your 2 and your 3. Not adding in this situation because you have your parentheses different from the first problem. So that would be 2 to the 6th power. A lot of you guys were getting those 2 confused. Don't get confused. All you're doing is taking your expos here. Here we did the same base number and added. This is the base of a 2 square times a cube. So we have 2 and 3, and that gives us a 6. Next one we're going to look at is when you have 2 different numbers. And this is a little hard because I don't know how I'm going to do this. We're going to go ahead and do this, A, B to the 3rd. I know I said we're going to keep numbers, but I can't do numbers in this situation. What that means is A to the third, and b to the third. I think it was Ethan that asked me what happens when we have a number like this, what takes place. You'll just break it up and give your expo to each number. But I don't know how we would set that up if that was a 2 and a 3, because then you guys would think it was 23 to the third. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll go more into depth of that. I'm just going over rules today. The next rule is a to the 0, and you should know every time that that equals 1. A to the 0 power is always going to give you the 1. A to the 0 power. And the last thing we're going to go over is a negative 2. I went back to the A's again. Good Lord, what's wrong with me? And 1. Remember, you got to reciprocate. You cannot have a negative expo. Cannot, will not, cannot happen. So you're going to reciprocate, and it's going to become 1a squared. And if I have numbers, 2, reciprocate, a. Easy enough? I think so. This was a cheat sheet that I gave you guys, if you remember. And these were all the rules. I need you guys to keep these in your notes. Tomorrow, I'm going to go over a couple problems using these and manipulating our rules with what we went over today. So look over these, write these down, and be ready tomorrow to use these. We're going to give you some examples. I'm going to give you some examples tomorrow, and then I'm going to give you 2 or 3, some exit tickets. Now, back to the exit tickets. What I want to talk about that is if you do the exit tickets when I assign them, like tomorrow's the 31st. Yeah. So tomorrow when I give you the exit tickets, what I want you to do is you're going to email them to me, like I'm about to give you my email address, and take a picture of it and email them to me. I grade them and I reply, got it. If you do that every day, I do have something I'm going to give my students, a special surprise. It's a good surprise, trust me. It's not going to be, no, 3 Skittles or 4 Skittles. It's going to be a good one. Speaking of Skittles, I miss my Skittles. They're still on my desk. I guess they're going to be nice and old. But anyway, you will get a surprise from me. Like I said, it's going to be a good surprise. I ain't going to jip you or anything like that. And I've got a record of it. So I'm not going to delete my emails from you guys. I'm going to keep them. And then I'm going to move it to a file. And then I'll have everyone's emails in there that sent me each copy. I want you to keep these notes. Because when we come back on April 27th, we'll have these in our notes. And you'll have your exit tickets. And yes, I will be grading these. What we're going to do with the grades yet, I don't know. And I do know that they do want us to grade these. And that way you guys are still staying with your standards. And I'll know more after I talk to Dr. Myhan today on where we're going. I know what my plan was, teaching a daily lesson to you guys. That's what I hope I can still continue to do, but I don't know. So let me give you my email address. Look, guys, toilet paper. Oh, gold. It's golden. So here we go. Let me write this down for you. And if you didn't get those, just rewind, rewatch, whatever you can do on the YouTube video, and get those rules down. My email is Teresa Fan, and that don't have to be capitalized, by the way, just like you guys, at Bledsoe County Schools. Make sure you put an S on schools.org. Got it, friends? Teresa Fan at BledsoeCountySchools.org. Once you get your exit tickets, of course we don't have one today. Once you get your exit tickets, you are going to take a picture of it and you're going to send it to me. But for now, that's it. I'm just glad I'm able to feel like I'm teaching again, even though Saturday I don't see your faces. I miss you guys so much. I miss our current events. I miss our talks. I miss our questions. I miss screaming at Asher. And I miss screaming at Steven. And I miss faces and Caroline smiling all the time and Drew answering questions and Ethan and Landon talking and me yelling, Mark, Mark, Mark. I miss all of you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It has really mentally affected Miss Teresa a lot. But anyway, I love you guys tons and tons, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.